How's it going, guys? Shape here, and welcome to the channel. This video is going to be a follow-up of my previous video about raw gold farms being greatly reduced in price come the pre-patch for Shadowlands based on the PTR pre-patch if nothing is changed before it goes live. Here's a link to that video in case you guys missed it so you can catch up. There hasn't been an update to the dungeon or raid gold farms, but the vendor shuffle from the farms I said were going to be pretty much worthless come pre-patch. Well, there has been some changes to the price of what you can sell the item to the vendor for, as well as the additions of the relics of the past, and I think it is worth going over what to potentially stockpile in preparation. Now, I would double check your auction house for prices on all the items I'm about to go over in case your market is different than mine. Also, this is still in the PTR and we have no way of knowing if it will change before the patch goes live, so all of this could be just a gamble. I wanted to also quickly say thank you to all the new subscribers recently as we quickly make our approach to 5,000 subscribers. I never thought we would grow so fast and be where we are at in just a few short months. As a thank you to the community and to celebrate this milestone, I am finalizing a Discord server and the YouTube membership program, so those of you that want to join the community and continue supporting me can do so. On top of that, I will be making an announcement in the community section of my YouTube channel for an upcoming giveaway as a token of my appreciation. So with that said, let's hop into the video and find out what the changes are. Be sure to turn on your notifications, make sure you have that bell rung, and drop a like so you don't miss any of my future content. If you have any questions, drop a comment or tweet at me. First off, let's go over what Relics of the Past are. Blizzard has introduced a new system on the PTR pre-patch and in Shadowlands beta called Relics of the Past. They are optional reagents that can be added to old expansion crafted items to make their item level higher and more relevant to the current game. Currently there are 5 tiers of these relics and they change the item level depending on what tier you choose. The highest tier currently is the Relic of the Past 5, and that will boost the item level all the way up to item level 100. The 3 professions, tailoring, leatherworking, and blacksmithing, can create 5 different relics for each expansion using materials from that set expansion. Another interesting thing about the relics is once you make them, they are tradable and it doesn't matter which expansion you made the relic in. It is usable in any of the other professions and expansions. For instance, you can craft a Relic of the Past 5 for 7 Tempest Hide, which is a leatherworking relic, and then go and use that relic on a tailoring character to boost the item level of brown linen pants to 100, and the current vendor price is a little over 51 gold. You could also use that same relic instead for the Shimmer Scale Striker Shuffle we have all come to love and boost those to item level 100 and sell that to the vendor for a little over 70 gold. Now there has been some changes to the price on the PTR in the last couple of days from what I can tell, but they have actually either left alone the vendor price or increased it, so I'm not sure if this was intended or what at this point, so I'm curious to see if this will hold true if it is going to go live in this state. There are a ton of other different variations you can make the Relics of the Past out of, and some of those materials right now are dirt cheap, so I would suggest checking your auction house to see if any of those are worth buying up. Let's go over all the different variations of creating the Relics of the Past 5. Here are all the different items you would need for the different variations. For the leatherworking professions, you will be able to use Tempest Hide, Heavy Borean Leather, Raw Beast Hide, Heavy Nothhide Leather, Exotic Leather, Heavy Savage Leather, Rugged Leather, or Stone Hide Leather for crafting your relics. For the tailoring professions, you will have Rune Cloth, Deep Sea Satin, Sumptuous Fur, Bolt of Windwool Cloth, Imbued Silk Weave, Bolt of Imbued Frost Weave, and Bolt of Ember Silk for your crafting relics. For the blacksmithing professions, you will have Thorium Ore, Fel Iron Ore, True Iron Ore, Pyrite, Serenite Ore, Fel Slate, Storm Silver Ore, or Aluminium Ore for your crafting your relics. As you can see, some of these items you can go ahead and mark off the list because the item price is way too high to make a profit in the end. With that said, there are a few really low cost items as well that you might want to take a look at further. On my server, I have been looking into the Tempest Hide, Deep Sea Satin, Rune Cloth, and Sumptuous Fur. All of these items are currently selling for under a gold each. For the Tempest Hide, it would cost you 3 gold and 99 silver. The Deep Sea Satin would cost you 5 gold and 46 silver. The Rune Cloth would cost 4 gold, 95 silver, and the Sumptuous Fur would cost 6 gold and 65 silver per Relic 5. Let's go back to saying you are crafting the Shimmer Scale Strikers and using a Relic 5. If I was to use the Tempest Hide to create the relic, then it would cost me 3 gold and 99 silver. If you already had or went out and farmed the bloodstained bones and the shimmer scales, then you would just be invested that 3 gold and 99 silver. For the purposes of this video, let's assume that's the case. That means for 3 gold and 99 silver, you can increase the item level to item level 100 and vendor it for 70 gold, 13 silver for an overall profit of 66 gold and 14 silver. The Shimmer Scale Strikers on live vendor for 57 to 69 gold depending on the quality, and from my experience you will get the higher quality about 15% of the time. This means in the end you will profit even more from this vendor shuffle if this goes live in the pre-patch. This is only one combination of what you can shuffle to a vendor, and there are many more I haven't tested out yet, so there may be even better methods for you to focus on. Now, some of you might be saying why you should even be worrying about this, because it might not even go into live this way and the gold prices might just be reduced. Well, I have been keeping track of these prices as other goblins have figured this out as well, and there are already increases to a lot of these items on the list, especially the ones that sold for almost nothing before. This means there's gold to be made right now on some of these items, as people are starting to try to stockpile as many as they can just in case this hits live in the current state. If you want to be on the safer side of things, if you have any of the Tempest Hides or Deep Sea Satins, I would hold onto these for a couple more weeks to see if the prices go up even more, and then you could start making a decent profit off of them. If it does go into live in the current state, then you're going to be doing a number of these different shuffles that are going to make people a ton of gold that stockpiled some of these items. So either way is a gamble right now on what to do, because if you sell your items now to those stockpiling, then you aren't going to be able to do the shuffles, and the price you will most certainly go up if that becomes true. If you stockpile and Blizzard decides to fix the prices, then you might not make as much gold as you intended, or end up losing some depending on what the prices change to. Personally, I love gambling, and it's part of gold making that keeps me going, so I'm purchasing as many as I can of some of these items and storing them away in the bank for safekeeping. I honestly think they have bigger things to worry about for the launch of the pre-patch, so they may not go back in and make these changes. With that being said, it might go live this way and later get patched, so this could end up being a time-sensitive matter. This is just my educated guess, and we will all have to wait until it does go live to see what happens. In the end, it's up to you on what you decide to do. Well, there you have it, guys. The vendor shuffles with the help of the Relics of the Past might be saved and still be relevant come pre-patch. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to let me know your thoughts on this method. Please drop a like if you enjoyed the video to show some love for the channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.